My goodness. We have been live since just after 9:30 at the Madlanga Commission because Brown Mogotsi has been testifying and I don't even know where to begin. From what you've heard so far, what do you think? What are your reflections? He claims that he is actually a spy. He's a contact agent, right? He claims that he's an informant. He was recruited by crime intelligence to be an informant. He's got a handler. And here's what makes it tricky. If you think he's lying, why is he telling us who his handler is? Because the handler can easily come tomorrow. This is a senior police officer. The handler can come tomorrow and say, this guy is lying. So put your emotions aside now, right? Put your emotions aside about Brian. I mean, I think Brown Mogotsi is a chance taker. I think he's an information peddler. I think he's a ridiculous guy. I have no brief for him. But I'm trying to look at this objectively. The Commission of Inquiry, the Madlanga Commission, says they interviewed Brown Mogotsi's handler. That in itself shows you the legitimacy of this. Unless the handler is lying. But that handler is someone senior within the SAPS. He's also mentioned another handler, Warrant Officer Mabizela. If Brown Mogotsi is lying, Warrant Officer Mabizela must come out right now and say, that man is lying. I am not his handler. I've never worked with him. And if Brown Mogotsi was lying about him being a spy or CIA agent, the commission would also tell us that the handler we interviewed yesterday didn't confirm that he is, in fact, an agent. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, I don't know, maybe he's lying together with those handlers. But then they would be putting their work at risk. But if you missed what Brown Mogotsi has said so far, let me give you some quick summary. I keep on sneezing. I apologize. That's why I keep on switching off my mic. I don't know what's going on. So far, Brown Mogotsi has told the commission, the Madlanga Commission, that he's an agent, number one. An agent of crime intelligence. He says basically his job is he's got handlers. Handlers will come and say to him, we want you to look into this. And the reason you've got informants is because you don't want informants that are always going to be that are obvious, right? Informants must be, I could be an informant of the police and I'm just on air, on the radio. Yeah? I'm a broadcaster. That's all you know about me, but you don't know what I do at night. At night, maybe I'm meeting with my with my handler. It's possible. So he says he was once asked to even investigate or check irregularities within crime intelligence. He's mentioned Warrant Officer Mabizela as his handler. He says he's got a co-handler. One of the handlers was interviewed by the commission yesterday. He says that as an informant, he received, he spoke about Boko Haram. Remember, we've spoken about Boko Haram before on the show. Remember, this is that group in Mamelodi. Even journalists apparently were once a target of this group of feared extortionists operating as Boko Haram in Mamelodi. I remember we spoke about this at some point on the show. This was in May 2025, this year, in fact. I'm just looking at my notes here. So we discussed Boko Haram. And at the time when we were speaking about Boko Haram, I remember talking about how this is getting out of control. Extortion rackets are targeting schools, medical practices, hair salons, among others. These are extortionists. They are organized. And the police are not finding the kingpins. Guess who's the kingpin? Huh? Guess who's the kingpin of Boko Haram? Remember that guy called John Wick, whom we were told was the leader of Boko Haram? Brown Mogotsi says, that's CAT Matlala. And Brown Mogotsi says, there was a crime intelligence report which showed the picture of CAT Matlala. So Bekele knew already. Apparently in 2018 already, Bekele knew that CAT Matlala is the head, is the John Wick of Boko Haram. Is that true or not? I don't know. He could be making this stuff up. But that's what he said so far. He's also revealed that they got information as informants that King Misizulu, the Zulu King, and General Mkhwanazi, the KZN Police Commissioner, have been recruited by the CIA. And he explains that the CIA, his handlers wanted him to meet with Sibiya. And he did meet with Sibiya to explain last year in, I think he said August or September, to explain that the contract that CAT Matlala received has got irregularities in it. So Shadrack Sibiya knew last year already of what's going on here. So there are two possibilities here. Brown Mogotsi could be making this ish up just so that he can protect himself. The second possibility is that Brown Mogotsi could be a spy. Here's what I think I understand a little bit about how spies work. And I've actually picked it up even with this scenario. I don't think the police can reveal who their informants are. Right? I don't think the police can reveal who is a spy, who's not a spy. Like, they can't say, oh, that's our informant. But the informants can reveal themselves. Because when I spoke to Godfrey Libya, the former head of the Hawks, remember I asked him, who told you that Katie Molefa was about to be arrested? He says, an informer. I asked who? And he says, I can't reveal who that is. And then a week later, we interviewed Malcolm X. Malcolm X revealed himself. But he said, I'm not an informer, but I'm the one who called Godfrey Libya. But Godfrey Libya says, the person who called me is an informer. So Malcolm X probably also wanted to protect himself, because the minute you reveal yourself as an informer, the people you've been interacting with are probably going to come after you. Like, your life is at risk. Like, this chap here, his life is, if he's really an informer, his life is going to be at risk from now on, because he probably has so much information about criminals he's been hanging around with, or people he's been investigating behind the scenes. So I don't think, and I wonder, because some people are asking, but Dumisani Khumalo is the head of crime intelligence. How can he not know Brown Mogotsi? But can Dumisani Khumalo reveal that Brown Mogotsi is an informant? Can Shadrack Sibiya reveal that, oh, I met with Brown Mogotsi, he's actually an informant? If really these are spies just fighting each other like this, that Rafadi guy, Calvin Rafadi, who was a security expert being interviewed in the media, he also claims that he's an informant. If these are informants and spies going after each other, are we going to have a country left? I mean, scrap that. Do we have a country left? That is so scary to me.